excuse my hair. I wanted to do this claw clip hairstyle thing, but I have way too much hair to do that, so it's just kind of there. Welcome back. I found this fabric laying around. They're just like amputated pant legs from a project from like 5 years ago, and so I might use these to maybe make like a mini bag out of denim, so we'll see how that goes. So I did decide to make the bag, and what you'll need to make it includes some fabric. I'm using denim fabric, a tape measure, some pins, and fabric scissors. The first thing you're going to do is turn your fabric to the wrong side, and then here are all the measurements of the things you need to cut out. There's the sides, the bottom, the front and the back, and also the straps. To get started sewing, I'm going to pin the bottom of the bag, the 9x18 piece, and pin it to the front of the bag. After that's done, it should look something like this, and I'm going to attach the other 16 by 18 centimeter piece to the bottom now by putting the right sides together. Here I'm showing that when you fold everything in half, the end should line up evenly. When I sewed the right sides together, the fabric doesn't lay as flat as I want it to, so I'm going to do a straight stitch down the sides to make it lay more flat. If you are making this, I definitely do recommend taking that extra step and making the sleeves lie more flatter because it does make a difference. Next, I'm going to start attaching the sides of the bag. So I'm going to take the 9x16 piece of fabric and attach it to one of the 16 by 18 centimeter pieces of fabric with the right sides together. To attach the sides, do a straight stitch down the end and then also do that extra step to make the seams lie flat. Once you're done with that, the whole thing should look something like a cube paper cutout thing that you made in like 5th grade. Anyways, so you're going to attach the bottom of the side panel to the bottom of the bag. Once you're done pinning that, it should look like all the seams are connected together at one point. And you're going to do a straight stitch down where you pinned to connect everything. When you're sewing, you want to leave about 1 centimeter that's unattached. And I was going to show you guys what to do next, but then my cat interrupted because he wanted more food. So you're gonna take that unsewn little gap and then pin that in place. But before you do that, you want to line up the sides of the bag together and pin that in place, and then afterwards you're going to do that corner just to make sure everything lines up perfectly. Then you're going to attach everything by sewing. I turned it back to the right side, and I'm not really a fan of that raw edge, so I just folded over the edge once to create a hem, and I pinned that in place in order to sew. It should look something like this afterwards, and we're going to move on to the straps. Here's a diagram to kind of explain that, but you're just going to fold in the end so it's like a tiny hem on each long side, and then you're going to fold the whole thing in half and pin along the edge so it doesn't come undone while you're sewing. If you're wondering about the dimensions of the strap fabric, it's I think it's 28 centimeters by 2 centimeters, and I just cut that in half to create 2 straps. Also, I'm showing here that I took some extra fabric and put it at the bottom of the bag so it would keep a more rectangular shape instead of becoming like a denim blob. You also want to zigzag stitch the ends of the strap so it doesn't unravel. And then you're going to hand sew the straps to the top of the bag. I just left about an inch from each end of where I sewed the straps. Now the quality of the next clip is kind of bad because I decided to do it very late last night, but I took a strip of fabric and I hemmed both ends of it, and then I just attached it to the top of the bag with the wrong sides together so it would just cover up all the raw strings from the hem. And here is how it turned out. I think it's really cute because of how tiny it is, but some people might think it's a little impractical, but it's not like I'm going anywhere, and also I don't have that many things to carry around. I also found out that you can fit around 11 or like even a little more than 11 clementines in this bag, so that's good.